All right, namaste, my witchlings. Welcome back to Witchy 101. Let's pull up a chair and get comfortable, okay? Okay, so for the last 2 days, we've been pretty internal. We've been talking about visualizations, mental drains, and growing roots in our minds. But I want to be kind of real with y'all today. Sometimes life is just way too forkin' loud. Sometimes your brain is screaming so much that imagining a tree feels like trying to read a book in the middle of a hurricane. If you're having a high anxiety day, or if you are just in the middle of a major life crisis, your visualization muscles might be just a little bit exhausted. And that's okay, because the craft is not just in your head, it is also in your hands. Today we are bringing the sacred kitchen back into the mix. We are moving from the spirit of grounding to the matter of grounding. We are going to be talking about physical anchors. So when the mind can't lead the body, we let the body lead the mind. Ooh, woo woo. All right, so let's flash back to week 3. We talked about salt as the ultimate anchor of the core 4, right? In every ancient tradition, salt is the representative of the element of earth, hence where we get salt of the earth from. It is stable, it is purifying, and it is immutable. If you are having a moment where you feel like you are literally floating away from your own life, maybe you're having a panic attack, or you're overwhelmed by grief, or you've just done a ritual that left you feeling kind of buzzy and disconnected, I want you to use this salt reset. Here's your method. Go to your kitchen. Take a tiny single pinch of sea salt, not a handful, just a few grains, and put them on your tongue. This is where magic gets scientific for us. Your brain is currently stuck in the future of anxiety or in the past with regret. By placing salt on your tongue, you are triggering a massive sensory hit to the brainstem. The sharp mineral taste forces your brain to acknowledge the now. Your nervous system has no choice but to prioritize the physical sensation in your mouth over the abstract thoughts in your head, and it snaps you right back into the present moment. Now, salt doesn't just taste strong, it carries the vibration of the mountain and the ancient sea. When you consume it with intention, you are borrowing that stability. You are tethering your balloon-like energy to the physical plane. So if you feel like you're drifting away, salt is the heavy iron anchor that drops you back to the sea floor. I'm fighting the SpongeBob references in my head. Sorry. It is the quickest, most honest way to tell your spirit, hi, we are here. We are in the body. Now, have you ever wondered why witches always seem to have rocks in their pockets? Uncle Kern's rocks. Now, it isn't just a quirky aesthetic or a collection of pretty things. It's about frequency, right? A human being is a high-speed, high-frequency creature. Our hearts beat fast, our thoughts race, and our energy is constantly fluctuating. A stone, however, has a much slower, denser, and more ancient vibration. It has taken millions of years of pressure and time to create this stone. Its energy is the definition of steady. Now, this particular technique is called entrainment. In physics, entrainment is when two vibrating objects are near each other. Eventually, the faster vibration will slow down to match the steadier one. Kind of cool, right? So, when you are scattered, I want you to just reach into your pocket and hold your stone. It could be a piece of black tourmaline, which I don't have sitting here right now, a piece of smoky quartz, or honestly, just a pebble you found in your driveway. Now, don't just touch it. I mean, you don't just touch it. You want to actually feel it. Notice the temperature. Notice how heavy it is compared to its size, the texture. And as you hold it, imagine your frantic high-speed static in your head trying to sync up with the stone's low-speed stability. This is like a tuning fork for your soul. You are letting the stone be the battery that absorbs your excess voltage and gives you back a steady, grounded hum. It's a silent physical conversation between you and the earth. Now, Let's talk about our favorite kitchen witch secrets. I call this root magic. If you've been doing the heavy spiritual work, maybe you've been doing some deep ancestral work, or you've had a massive breakthrough in therapy, and you feel kind of wired, shaky, or electrified, the absolute most magical thing you can do is go to the kitchen and eat a root veggie. Why? Well, let me tell you why. Think about how a potato, a carrot, a beet, or an onion grows. It doesn't grow in the air or in the light. It grows in the absolute dark inside the pressure of the soil. It is the literal embodiment of the earth's core. When you consume root vegetables, you are bringing that deep earth signature into your blood and your bones. Now, this is why comfort food like stews, mashed potatoes, roasted carrots make us feel so settled and safe. It isn't just the carbs, which, that's part of it. It's the element. When you eat these foods with the intention of grounding, you are physically manifesting the earth element inside your digestive tract. That sounds kind of creepy, now that I think about it. But you are weighing yourself down from the inside out. Now, if your spirit is trying to fly away, give it a heavy meal to keep it home. It is the ultimate act of self-care and spiritual maintenance. That explains a lot about Thanksgiving, doesn't it? All right, finally, let's talk about a very, very, very powerful act, probably the most powerful physical act of all, walking. We do it every day, but most of us walk unconsciously. We walk with our weight in our toes, kind of ready to run, ready for the next thing, right? Right? No. Now, if the weather allows, we want to go out and do some earthing. Go outside barefoot. If the weather isn't allowing it, do this with shoes on because, the earth will still feel you. I want you to walk with extreme purpose. The step. With every single step, I want you to feel your heel strike the ground first and then roll off the ball of your foot as you walk. Now, your visualization here, as your heel hits, imagine you are leaving a heavy, dark footprint that goes 6 feet deep. Imagine you are pressing all of your gray noise, all of your static, your worry, and your stress directly into the soil. And your mantra, with every single step, say to yourself, heel, toe, ground. You are using the weight of your own body as a hammer to drive your energy back into the earth. By the time you've walked 20 paces, you'll notice that your breathing has deepened and your shoulders have dropped. You aren't trying to ground anymore. You have now physically forced the connection. Ain't it great? All right. I want to bring something up for the chat and the comments. How many of you already carry a comfort stone in your pocket or on your desk? Be honest. How many of you find that you crave potatoes or bread or just starch, carbs when you're stressed? That, my friends, is your body's intuition trying to ground you. Now let's talk about your grounding allies. What is one physical object in your house that always makes you feel real when you touch it? For some people, it's a cast iron skillet. For others, it's a heavy quilt. Maybe it's a stuffed animal you own. What is your grounding ally? Let me know in the chat and the comments because I'm curious. My friends, my witchlings, magic is not a dream. It's a reality. Use the salt, hold the stone, and stand your ground. Say this with me. I am made of earth. I am held by earth. I am heavy, steady, and here. I'm Di the Yoga Witch, my witchlings, and today we made it physical. Go find your stone, my witchlings. I will see y'all tomorrow when we start talking about shielding. Keep the fire burning and go make some good trouble.